back to the Potsack Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
Yes, sir.
Anil, Andre. Then we got our big boy, Sheldon.
I did not know if you were gonna mess up his name.
No, I was gonna hit it.
Okay,
I was
good,
gonna
good,
hit
good.
You did a different intro this time.
Yeah, we did.
After the second,
Yeah.
the first time.
Cooper's thing is he sings when he's on here. It's just
No,
this.
I mean the first time when he screwed up the first time, and then because you complimented him, so he got screwed up.
Yeah.
I complimented you.
Yeah, I know, but then the compliment threw me off.
Are you new to compliments?
100%.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what flowers are. I've never given them.
I've been given petals.
Dirt.
Stupid.
Yes, sir. Back for another week of, as Cooper says, stupidity.
And
Yeah.
anime and gaming news.
That's
You would hit that.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
We just get right into it or talk about the weeks.
We don't have to get into anything.
No. let's
I'm
just get
good.
right
He's
into it.
good. He's good. That's it.
We Gucci. Yeah. Pat's good behind whatever.
Patrick, say hi. Just say something.
Just breathe.
Perfect.
yeah,
Oh, solid.
Pat the man with the master plan.
man.
All right, so what's the first agenda?
We got DMC on topic.
Yeah.
We're finally doing a review, a whole review on this series.
DMC. Hit him.
Because I thought it was gonna be a weekly thing, but they dropped all 8 episodes at once.
Quick.
So that
I started the first episode and then I finished it and I was like, oh, cool. And then it's like starting the next one and I was like, wait, hold on. And then I'm like, oh my god, they just here you go, here's all 8. And I was like, cool. So then I just sat there for like 4 hours and just almost watched it all. But then I was like, whoa, wow, that was a lot to take in.
Yeah. I pretty much finished it the night that it aired.
I don't
Yeah,
think
basically.
like no one here knew that it was all just like
No, because like I watched the first time, I was like, oh, that's great, and then I was like, wait, there's more. Like, what? Why is it playing still?
Wait.
And I was like, wait, oh, they dropped all 8 episodes at once.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Why?
I feel like it kind of ruined it a little bit.
Yeah, it ruined the hype because
Yeah.
It died down so fast.
Yeah.
I feel like the immersion of the show after like 2 and 3, I was like, okay, I would have liked this to be like a weekly thing, like leave me on a cliffhanger.
Mhm.
cliffhanger, and then you can speculate.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Is this is the problem I think I've had for the last few years now is trying to figure out whether binging a show all at once like Netflix does is better or waiting week to week. And I think with the amount of binging that has happened with Netflix at once,
Yeah.
I think I prefer more week to week content.
Yeah.
So I can
'Cause-
let it sit, let it fester, think about some of the things.
Food for thought, is binging a show good or is week to week better?
If it's a new show, week to week. If it's an old show that they put on Netflix,
Yeah.
binge it.
Fair.
Well, not
Yeah.
even Netflix. I'm just talking about like in general though.
Yeah, I know, but like if
You
the
know?
show was already on episodically, like on TV, like Yellowstone, it was coming out week to week, but now Netflix has like 4
Cause-
seasons. You could binge it now.
Yeah, there's other places that does full drops. High Dive
Yeah.
sometimes does it. Yeah, but it usually kills the hype for a show.
Yeah.
if they drop.
That's fair, man. And I think it kind of has because now that they dropped all 8 episodes,
Excuse me.
you watched it, you're done. Now you're waiting a full year,
Yeah.
a full year
For the next.
for the next.
And now the people who are gonna rewatch it can pick out every minute detail of what
Mhm.
they got wrong and what they did, and they
Mhm.
could just kill down that hype. Just let me go later on because it's gonna be bad.
yeah, this technically could have been 8 weeks worth of program.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
that's 2 months, and then by the time it's finished, they only have to wait 10 months compared to 1 full year.
One full year. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
So for general consensus, have you played any of the games?
I've played the remake and 3.
Okay, so I've played the remake and 5. These two have played.
you mean
what?
the reboot?
Pardon me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the reboot.
I've played that and 5. These two have played the entire Pantheon.
Mhm.
So
Except for 5.
I played 5, the reboot, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
yeah.
Replaying 5 right now.
So
I played a bit of 4.
Yeah.
I watched the rest of 4 because I hated Nero.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
His play
I-
style was really hard to
I
use
couldn't.
after.
Well, it wasn't even. I just hated his character. I couldn't get through it.
in
He's
4,
very
he's
whiny.
kind of
I-
yeah.
He's super whiny.
Yeah.
I agree with Sheldon
yeah.
because I
He's-
could not.
He's
get
super
into it.
whiny.
Yeah, and then in 5 he kind of comes back around and he's like, "All right, cool.
Yeah.
you're a
There's
BA."
his
He-
Buster moves
He got
are
a
pretty
haircut
sick.
and decided to grow up.
Yeah, basically, because he
Kind
was
of,
like
yeah.
17 at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when all that DMC stuff was
Yeah.
happening. He
Yeah.
was like 17 or something.
hardcore
17 or 18.
Justin Bieber emo kid.
Yeah, didn't know his parents.
Like-
But okay,
Mom was a
after thoughts on the whole
Lady
thing.
of the night.
So overall,
Yeah.
it was a fun watch.
You gotta cut that word in half. It was a fun what?
It was a fun watch. It was interesting that they amalgamated a bunch of things together.
Yeah. So just hit
I hear
like
that.
the stew and just let it kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say as like a standalone, this is a good show. If I were to be like, hey,
I don't know anything about DMC.
this is with the games.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. That's what
I
I
hate it.
feel.
Okay, so
hate
you
your
know
strong
nothing
word.
about. How did you feel about the show, Pat?
I liked it,
Okay,
but
Makes
there's-
sense. But you played 5 though, right?
No,
No? But you
no.
he
You
said
played 3,
he said he
4,
played.
3 and the
just the remake, the reboot,
reboot,
with
yeah.
the
Yeah,
with Dante.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I'm in the same boat as Pat. For what it was, I enjoyed it, but I've only played the reboot in 5.
Okay.
yeah, it pissed me and Anil off.
Yeah, cuz like now like so this guy is going off and saying a lot of weird things and then when
And by the guy, you
Okay,
know,
Adi
so-
Shankar.
So hold on. Yeah, Adi Shankar is like the showrunner of the show.
Yeah.
He likes to claim that he's a big fan of DMC. This dude he's only played the first game and that was it.
And I think
That was it.
and I think he may have played 5 because of like the soundtrack. Every time that there's no words, it's the DMC 5 soundtrack. Nothing from 3, nothing from 2. 2 had pretty good soundtrack, or nothing from 1 either.
I don't think so. I think
It was less
think that's
game
just a s-
soundtrack from those original ones than there. It was all pulled from 5.
I've only seen Star Wars Episode 4, but I'm a massive fan. That's exactly.
Yeah.
straight up. Oh,
That's basically it.
literally that's what this dude has done. Like, and then he goes on to say, oh yeah, this game was great. He was like the anti-hero of his time, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. But then that's it. And then he decides, I know what's best for the show. I'm gonna make it better.
Yeah, I'm gonna insert.
I'm gonna make the
myself in
lore
this-
better.
Yep, I'm gonna insert myself in the anime as the White Rabbit.
Literally.
That White Rabbit when he takes off his mask, that's him. He'd put himself as a fanfic in there.
A very odd.
Narcissistic.
Yeah, and
Gross.
then he said, and then for what I'm thinking is he played 5, he played 1. Didn't know he played 1. I thought he played 5 and was like, I know all I need to know.
He only played the first one.
Even worse.
That's it.
Yeah, that's so in the that makes sense now because in Evanescence, that music video,
Afterlife?
yeah, they show the season 2 stuff where he has Ebony and Ivory.
Mm.
Yeah.
He reloads it.
Is that like. Is that
he
like,
actually reloads it, and
is that like a prominent thing?
He's done that in the games.
no, he's not supposed to reload them because the reason why he doesn't reload them is because it's his devil powers that are making the infinite bullets. That's why in DMC 1,
I'm pretty sure he's done it once where he reloaded.
Yeah.
manually.
no, he
I'm
doesn't
pretty sure,
reload them
man.
ever. He doesn't reload them. It's little like actual in the Ebony and Ivory stuff that he doesn't reload them because he uses his devil powers for activating them. Because the person who made them was like, this is for Tony Redgrave and all that kind of stuff.
Doesn't it say that on the gun?
Yeah,
Yeah. And who's Tony?
that's him because when he first came into like the demon hunting stuff,
Yeah.
his name was Tony Redgrave because he lived with as a kid. No one.
Dante. That
Yeah.
was his like alias.
Yeah,
Oh, because I saw that on the side of the gun, and I was like, "Who the is Tony?"
yeah.
I'm
it's
like,
him.
I know him as Dante.
Yeah, it's him because that's what he was known of.
Got it. Cool.
And then there's
cool.
DMC, the other anime,
Yeah.
which is like 13 episodes,
Yeah.
and it goes into that backstory.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, and then like in the afterlife thing, he has like the long hair, he has the cloak, the black suit, and then he has the gun. So like he looks more like lore accurate.
The DMC one.
Yeah, which
lore
makes
accurate
sense.
Well, that's
Dante.
kind of the thing. Like this portrayal of Dante for the first season was based off 3. Like it's based off DMC 3, where he's younger, he doesn't know too much about like his own past. Really, just he knows like his dad is a demon knight.
Would this
Yeah.
be like a parallel to like year 1 Batman, where he's kind of still?
Sort of.
Yeah, you could say
sort
that.
of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
like-
okay.
He's still learning the ropes and stuff, but like
Yeah.
Dante knows of Sparta, but he doesn't acknowledge him. He only thinks of his mom.
Yeah.
He's like, I just don't. He's like, I
Well,
don't
it's
have
because
a
the
dad.
mom was like in their life more than the dad was.
Yeah,
Like the dad, Sparta just took off.
Yeah.
Like we don't really like in the games. It doesn't really specify as to what happens to Sparta. It's
Mhm.
kind of like
he falls in love and then
and disappears. It's kind of an enigma.
yeah,
So what they showed in the show, like with his mom talking about, oh, he's still like helping people, he's fighting like the good fight, things
Yeah.
like that.
we never
It's-
found that
it's
out in the game.
possible, like
Yeah.
it could be a true thing in the
I have
game.
a question.
We just don't know.
In the end, episode 8, when the White Rabbit in his demon form punches Dante and he goes flying through all the buildings, he drops his sword, like his sword he's had through the entire show. But at the end of the show, he gets the Sparta's
Force Edge.
sword. So those are two different swords.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Rebellion,
the Force
Force
Edge turns
Edge.
into the actual sword that is called Sparta.
So just from some backstory,
Yeah.
the Yamato, the Rebellion, Force Edge are all Sparta swords. He gave his two swords, Yamato to Virgil,
Yeah.
Rebellion to Dante.
Okay. So pause. Which of the swords is Rebellion? Is it the first one?
It's Dante's
It's
sword.
Dante. So remember in DMC 5
yeah.
where Urizen breaks the first sword
Yeah.
and then Dante stabs himself with it?
Yeah.
That's rebellion.
No, I'm talking about it
in
in
the
the
sh-
show.
It's the sword that you see him
Uses
with.
that you see him with in the beginning.
Okay, that's
That's
Yeah,
Rebellion.
the
And
one,
then
the
The
Force
one
Edge.
that White Rabbit has,
Yeah.
that's Force Edge.
Yeah, the one
That's
that he
Sparta's
uses,
sword.
the one he uses to chop everybody up in the beginning,
yeah.
in the first episode, that's Force Edge.
Because at the end, when they put him on ice, they put that sword and then the amulet in boxes and separate them. So I assume that sword is the sword he's gonna have in season 2.
For Force Edge?
Yeah.
No. He
Dante
should have-
never really uses
He
that one.
should. The Rebellion.
It's
he
like
should-
it's his sword.
It's
Yeah.
his Rebellion is his sword. He should be continually using the
Yeah.
Rebellion.
Okay.
Force Edge is his dad's sword. He's not. He doesn't really want to use the Force Edge because that's his dad's sword.
Okay, I wanted
And
to
it-
clear that up because
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly.
And in DMC 1, he ends up giving that sword to Trish.
Yeah, he gives a Sparta sword, like it turns into the actual like big sword that you see in DMC 5 that
Yeah.
you can use,
yeah.
and then that before Dante absorbs it and gets the Devil Sword Dante,
Yeah.
he gives that one to Trish.
Got it.
And then the reason why he also doesn't want to use it is because of his dad, but also because if someone else does get it, they can unlock the
Like the white rabbit.
yeah, they can unlock like the demon world. And
Got
stuff
it.
like
Okay,
that
cool,
because
cool,
then it's got
okay,
the power
yeah.
of it still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in general, like with this show going forward now, I don't know what they're going to be doing. Because 3 was all messed up. Like they had, like this show had like things from 3 and 2 in there. Like Lady is in 3,
Mm-hmm.
but the lady that was portrayed in the show is not the lady we got from the game.
Mm-mm.
They're two completely different characters.
They gave her a brother. They don't
Yeah.
even. The father dies.
Well, we think he dies.
Yeah,
We don't really know if he's actually dead
in the show.
in the show.
yeah,
I mean,
It just shows him like engulfed in flames, but that doesn't mean he's dead.
yeah. That is true.
Right?
He could look like the original Arkham. He could have like a burn on his face.
Yeah, I mean, his father got like in the show or in the game, her dad was like a demon-esque,
yeah,
like empowered person.
yeah, because he was able to like put the sword down.
So
to
it's
his
very
throat and
possible
stuff
that he
like
survived the fire in this
could
show.
be. And then he did have the jester kind of look.
you think
little
he
bit.
might?
Yeah,
You think he might pop up in season 2?
Possible,
I'm here.
but like
Could
in the
be.
show, like if he does come as Jester, it's gonna be kind of weird because that was supposed to be an early part of Dante's life where he was young,
Yeah.
not in this what the leak footage of 2 has shown. Anyway,
because in 3, spoiler, is that the
so 3
Mary's
is a
da-
prequel, just so
yeah.
people are aware.
Prequel
3
to
is
everything.
a prequel to everything.
because DMC 3 takes place where the Arkham, like Mary's dad comes in and attacks Dante and is like, hey, your brother sends you an invitation. Come to the party and bring your amulet up. Right?
Mhm.
And then he goes, cool, I will. And then that's when he actually confirms to himself that Virgil is alive.
Got it.
And then Virgil's trying to open up the demon world just so he can gain power,
Gain power. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
just like his father Sparta did. And then
Okay.
Virgil, Dante doesn't want that because he's like, yo, I just don't
Sorry.
like you at all right now.
Yeah.
But then as it goes on, he starts understanding what Sparta wanted was to keep the human world and the demon world separate because the humans are actually beautiful and they have hearts and they know what to do, and demons are just inherently evil.
Got it.
This one guy made he's like, no, demons are good and evil. Look at us. No. It was nothing of that.
Okay. I think me and Sheldon saw it and I think I talked to you on PlayStation, the Ultimate Collection of like 1, 2, and 3 is on sale. So I might just buy that and then just like rip through like 3, 1, 2.
You might as well.
Because I've always known about Devil May Cry. I just never really got into it. But then when I played the reboot, I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I played 5. And then from watching this show, I'm like, why is everyone so mad? Let's try and,
My hope is people watch this show and then they go play the games and then understand that the game's lore is much better than what this show has put out.
Yeah.
Before you do that, I would just watch the cutscenes on YouTube, like the DMC3 ones.
Yeah.
Right?
Just I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah, and then you could just then you could speed through the game. Like you could just get a good
watch.
watch.
I see what you mean. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because then you could see like how he is supposed to be, then you can experience it.
Got it. Okay, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, like as a whole, for what the show was, I like it looked good. Animation, soundtrack, it was good.
Yeah, because he did like, and a lot of his references were more modernized.
Yeah.
Like he gave us DMC2, gave us Lucia, gave us Argo Sax and Arius as so like they're gonna be prominent in second season.
Okay, yeah. So overall, what do you guys think?
Second watch, like I'd give this a fun watch of a 6, and like DMC lore wise, just a 2.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. This show is something else, especially with how they treated the characters. I don't know. I would say like on its own, it's like a 7.5, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
7
But
is
if
where I
I'm
was
comparing
going.
it with like game stuff,
Yeah.
it's got to be like a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10.
Yeah, 7
Like-
for me. You, Pat?
7.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Because like the Dante we get here is weaker than the ones in the games.
Yeah.
No, like
he is
physically,
legit.
he's
Like,
a weaker character.
He doesn't go 0 to 3 with Lady at all
No,
in the game.
no.
He
like,
gets shot on the head and he
that's
just
the
goes like
crazy
this.
thing about this show
and he goes,
is
"Woo."
Dante's a half demon. This dude is beyond strength. He should not be losing to mere humans
Mm-mm. Or to any
At
of these
all.
demons.
at all. Like this dude is a unit in the games.
Yeah.
And with Lady in DMC3, when she tried to attack him, he just toyed with her. But in the show,
He was having such a
she's
struggle.
better than him.
They literally have like a gunfight and he
That
just
doesn't
going,
even make
"Woo,
sense."
Woo, woo," playing
Yeah.
with her. She shoots a rocket at him and he surfs the rocket.
I've seen that clip.
Yeah.
He's like, woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy to me that like, they kind of treated it with a little bit of disrespect to Dante. That's how it felt to me.
Yeah.
Like, Dante should be a god tier next to these people.
Yeah.
He is a god.
Well,
he is.
Yeah, but that the show
But
did
the
not
show
portray
doesn't
that.
show that.
Like, he should have, all those humans should have been tooled. There's no way they should have been able to lay a finger on him at all.
Unless he wanted to. Like in the beginning of DMC3, he gets just chopped up.
And the other thing that bugs me about this is the way they portrayed Sparta's legend was like atrocious. It was
yeah.
really because in the games, like Sparta is a legend. This dude saved the goddamn world.
Yeah.
And then they had Lady portray him as, oh, he would just decide to have a change of heart and not be a dick.
Yeah.
Like downplaying, he saved the goddamn world.
He's literally
He
gets
literally
worshipped.
saved your ass. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, and there's so many people in the world who know of Sparta. They're like, have you heard of the
They
story?
have respect for him, but she
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
Like, it's insane.
DMC4, the whole plot was they worship Sparta. Like no one ever thought of him as a weak like bastard who was like,
Or even just like, oh, he decided to have a change. Like,
Yeah.
no, like they really downplayed his lore. Like, it's crazy that they treated his legend like it was just some afterthought. I did not like that about
No.
him. Like in DMC1, they tell you about the legend of Sparta, the whole lore, how he saved the entire human race. And it's a big deal.
Fair.
Yeah, they just it's disrespect to the franchise, in my opinion.
Yeah.
To the lore of Sparta, to Dante, and to Virgil.
I don't know. Get started on Virgil.
Yeah, man. It's I
That's
don't know.
another, like,
His
35
this
minutes.
Addy Shanker guy, I don't know. And now apparently he wants to take on Blaz Blue.
Yeah.
And the Blaz Blue community is like, don't make changes. He's like, I'm gonna bring my creative genius and bring Blaz Blue to another level. And the dude in the red coat, I don't know that character's name, but he was like, yeah, I can change him up and modernize him. People are like, don't touch him.
Next thing you know, he changes the one. Okay, there's a tranny in Blaze Blue,
yeah.
right? They're probably gonna make it
They'll probably just do a straight up female.
female or pure male.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this dude, man. He's like,
Did you see him in
he's,
WrestleMania?
he's like so full
Yep.
of himself.
He was
I don't
dressed up as Dante.
I don't understand where he came from, where he got his credentials from. Like,
Castlevania, the Castlevania shows.
is he in charge of the Castlevania
Yeah.
shows?
He's in charge of Nocturne.
Oh, that explains a lot.
It does.
That explains
He was
so much.
He worked on the original Castlevania as well, but that's why the original Castlevania was better because he was just like,
He pretty much shit on the Belmont heritage in Nocturne.
oh,
That's
100%.
Yeah, like sure, like it ended up being a decent show, but the whole
That's what he
Belmont
makes is just
legacy-
he makes decent shows, but
Oh my-
not good lore.
It feels like he takes these characters, these people with like great lore building, and he just waters them down and makes them shit.
Yeah, because Richter's supposed to be strong as shit, and he was such a
He was weak.
whiny bitch.
Yeah,
Now we're on something else. Don't you?
you shut up.
You shut your mouth.
Shut up, Patrick.
Hey,
Shut up.
you guys want me to keep you on track or not?
No, you don't. You
Do you
just
even know what
go
the
like this.
timestamps are for our thing?
Yeah,
That
Yes,
was
I'm looking at it
that
right
was
now.
that was the wildest tangent ever. I was just letting you guys go. I was like, how long is this gonna go for?
I don't know, man. It just the show. He's so irresponsible with
this
with
is our Star Wars.
his stuff.
hey.
Let me
Let us
live.
cook.
Go, hey.
Let
I
us
hate him.
cook.
Go ahead.
He even said about Virgil that Virgil's a hero. No, Virgil's not a hero. Virgil grows through DMC3. You understand him a little bit more that the reason why he wants power is because he's traumatized of being helplessly weak. That's why when he stabs him, he goes, "Foolish, Dante. Foolishness. Might
Yeah, man.
controls." You're like, oh God, I
So
love
cool.
you, dude. He's so cool, and he doesn't work for the main boss just willingly. I hate him. I want to choke this brown man out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a different.
You're
thing.
giving my people a bad name,
It,
fucking bastard. I hate you, dude. That's
yeah. Anyways, that's DMC. There's too many. Fun show if you know nothing about DMC. If you just want to get into it, but if it makes you play the games, you'll definitely feel different about the show.
100%.
You'll definitely feel different about
You
it.
have a sound thing, hit it.
No, I'm waiting for you guys to move on to the next
We
topic
are.
so I could timestamp.
Do it.
Anyways, let's move on to Fire Force now.
Yes. You
Third
gonna timestamp
episode
it?
in.
There you go.
We finally get action in Fire Force. It was 2
Yee.
episods of build up,
Yes, sir.
trying to figure out what is going on now, what the next steps are.
I feel like we still kind of don't really know what's happening.
What do you mean? Yeah, we do.
Well, like with certain characters. Sorry, we have like certain speculations on like if characters are aligned with certain views in XYZ. Burns.
Well, yeah, sure.
Burns, they kind of just like confirmed. Like he's getting like if he was holding back, he wouldn't go to stage 2. He would stay at stage 1 for his unless he's just
And he's still powering up more.
yeah, unless he's
That's
giving an
fair.
Oscar-worthy performance.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah. So we're picking up from where it left off, and this is Fire Force Station 8 going off to save Captain Obi
Mhm.
from the White Clyde and the church themselves,
Yes, sir.
with Captain Burns being in charge of the well, not in charge of the White Clyde, but he is like
The front line.
the front line
Yeah.
for the church in White Clyde from them to save
Obi.
Captain Obi.
And that is a strong front line.
that very,
Strong front
very.
line.
I do find it interesting that he decided to. He told him, "Let me handle it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let any destroyers or any other pillar people, or whatever,
Yeah.
coming into
Man
play."
standing on business.
Yep. Yeah. he
Man is
absolutely
standing
is.
on business.
Absolutely
For
is.
sure.
Joker and Shinra,
Getting handed.
they are literally. I thought Joker would put up more of a fight, to be honest.
Yeah, because you seem like he would, and like everyone knows him. Like, oh my god, it's 5-2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also because like him and Captain Burns saw the exact same, had the exact same experience at the exact same time with the Adola Link
Yeah,
together. I thought there'd be a little bit of like, I don't
Same
know.
power ish.
Well, not same powers,
Sorry,
but
same
like
power scaling.
like strength levels.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's not.
but
a
who
thing.
knew if you lot him, you're so much stronger.
I figured Shinra and Burns wouldn't really be a competition.
I knew Shinra wasn't.
But
Well,
yeah,
like,
but
come on,
like
Joker.
Yeah. I definitely thought like Joker and him would kind of be a little toe to toe. But then when Homeboy hit stage 1, I was like, oh, okay. And then he hit that like AOE explosion.
The voltage Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, holy cow. And then just like every
And then he just standing there. He's like
every
an
shot of
angry
him
dad.
just like ooh, just like being more engulfed by flames. And then when he hit stage 2, I was like, I don't think there's any, the scale's gone.
Yeah.
I was like, I do not think Shinra can go in there and just come out unscathed.
No.
No.
You know what's funny? I thought Shinra would be a bit more stronger with the training he's received, him like tapping into his Adola Link a bit more. But like what we're just seeing is like he's still nowhere near as strong as he needs to be.
No.
So far,
Like-
I'm just seeing like beginning of season 2 Shinra.
Yeah. Because like him going up against Captain Burns, I feel like there should have been a little bit more pushback.
Well, not even that, but like going up against Burns, being betrayed because he said that he saw Burns like a
father.
father,
Yeah.
and then Obi. I thought all of those would like
Power
make
him
him like snap a bit, and
But-
and like he'd be like, ah.
What if this is just to show that like this is how strong Burns actually is? No matter how much you can get trained by Benny Maru all you want, brother. But you know, Leonardo Burns is gonna Burns. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like
His name is Leonidas Burns.
yeah, that's a
A
name.
hard name.
That's a name, right? Just like his stature alone, he like bro is just like
Man,
Well, I
dude,
mean, there were
he just
multiple.
walks around.
Okay, so some of the animation in this
Can't get my
episode
button.
was
I'm-
kind of
No.
crazy with how they portrayed Burns just powering up
and
consistently.
the sounds too.
Oh my god, it was sick, man.
Yeah,
Just him
oh, yeah.
standing in his flames, just consistently rising was some of the sickest shit in this episode.
Surprised that like, and I said this, I'm surprised his jacket has been engulfed or his clothing. Bro's just like,
You couldn't handle it.
ah,
We wouldn't be able to handle it.
No.
oh my god,
It
sunglasses.
would have broke Crunchyroll like Solo Leveling did.
Yeah,
See that man
but
shirtless?
like the battlefield is Obi chained up, Captain, and then Shinra.
Yeah, and how he's not
Joker.
getting residual burns while he's on that cross from all these like heat attacks. Nothing's heating up.
Well, because like he kind of has like the metal pull behind him.
Yeah,
so, like,
like you would think that would get hot though. Oh my back!
yeah,
Ah!
you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, so far that's the biggest battle happening.
Right now.
And then we have and then the other firefighters showed up, but they are still kind of, pardon me, they are at a standstill. With,
Yeah.
with Lady
Gold,
Magneto.
with
Lieutenant Maki,
Tamaki.
Tamaki,
Tamaki.
and Vulcan are all fighting against the Gold Lady right now.
Yeah.
And they're kind of just having like a standstill moment. The princess is figuring out other things from Station.
There was
5.
a creature or a name, or pardon me, creature or a person name drop doppelganger, and apparently it has a bigger meaning.
Yeah, so I think
So-
what they're referring to was from last season, they now that I'm remembering this,
Yeah.
the princess from Station 5 ended up talking to Benny Maru's lieutenant.
Homie
About-
with the bandages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and how he fought that infernal,
Mhm.
and then he explained to them that infernal pretty much matched him move for move.
Yeah, it was like he like what he said
He's-
was
like-
it was like fighting himself.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So I don't understand how it's coming to be, but it feels like there's like a hell version of each of these characters. Of
Can you-
those that have an Adola link.
Can you imagine? Like, yeah, all these like,
Significant power.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine if they show one with like Benny Maru? Just
Done.
an X and O1. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
I don't think Benny Mauer had an Adola link happen though.
Well, yeah, you're true.
He hasn't had an Adola link happen
No.
yet.
Well,
He hasn't been scarred.
homegirl
Oh
with
yeah,
the
he's just strong as shit.
Yeah.
homegirl with the crown. She mentioned that they want to get Captain Burns to get to link with a doppelganger. So I can't even fathom like what a hell version of him would look like.
Be terrifying.
Yeah,
Be
dude.
damn terrifying.
Just one
and I
eye.
think it'd be like super strong too, because considering like
What he can
Infernals
do.
already are tough to beat. They have hard exteriors. It's gonna even be
A
even-
Burns version of an Inferno would fuck up the world.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
Just
100%.
burns it out.
Yeah. So we got that going on, and then we have like Hoima,
Homa.
Homa,
Halma.
Homa.
Halma.
collecting or gathering something called the
Done.
collective unconsciousness.
Yeah.
She's going.
So they explained that I think in the when she's like all freaking out, the collective unconscious is like in the forefront, you're all like happy and stuff, but it's in the back of your head, like all the bad stuff. Like you're thinking of like, oh, I'm useless, I'm this, I'm that.
Also me every day.
But we don't know why she's collecting
No,
it.
it's just
They're-
she's just collecting it.
Yeah.
And she hears it every
Pokemon
day.
cards.
She's heard it every day since she was born. And that's why Carlon's like, I can't watch her do this.
Yeah. Like he's having a tough time. You know, it's funny that he has feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Like he likes her.
Like he cares about her.
Oh, okay.
Well, because
Yeah.
he is a caretaker of her, right? And he's had her since like been taking care of her since like she was a baby.
Okay, bet.
And he's like, yo, this sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Well, he cares about all the pillars though.
Yeah.
It's not just her.
there is like a very
Season 2 showed that.
Yeah.
what's the right term I could use here? Humanoid side of him in the sense of like he does have feelings for certain people. Is that the right term? No,
Humanize.
they humanize them.
Yes.
Is that
That is the
better?
right term.
Yeah. So in the sense of like he actually like gives a shit about like certain people.
People.
So
Yeah. Like he definitely cares for Homa.
Mhm. Hauma.
Alma. I'll never get that name right. But he, like I said before, he does care about the other pillars. That was shown
Yeah.
in season 2 when they were fighting. That kid who went crazy, he ended up protecting Shinra from a giant blast. He's
Yeah.
like, my job is to protect the pillars.
Didn't he send that blast like upwards?
Upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it was a sick moment.
he does protecting the pillars, he does out of duty because he's with Haumea so much
Right.
that it's more of a fondness and closeness. They're closer
Right.
together.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the pillars he does, he's like, if I want to see her be better, I gotta protect all these motherfuckers.
Fair. Yeah. And then we also know that like
We get introduced to a new character or a character that I haven't seen in second season, Yona, that weird looking person.
Oh, that water looking person with the A.
you know we have seen her
Wasn't
right?
they
in first and second season. That's the shapeshifter.
Oh yes, the weird with the one with the
The one that's not human.
the one
Yeah.
with the weird tooth.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
it was.
Yeah, and the A for pupils.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
that was
that's
the one.
Super cool
This is-
design.
Yeah, I think that's its like original form or something. 'cause
Yeah.
that form I don't think we've seen.
Yeah, that's what
No.
I'm saying.
Yeah. But we've seen him otherwise in
Different
season 1,
forms
2,
of like he was infiltrating fire forces and stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Also, Arthur got left behind.
Yeah,
So their vanguard is like still in the sewers.
Shinra's with Joker. Arthur's in the sewer, so it's the Lieutenant Maki, Tamaki, the nun licked, and then the red hair
Vulcan.
guy, and then
Lisa.
You cannot just call
Thank you.
her Nun. What's her name?
nun,
Mr. Iris.
sister nun,
Yeah, sister
Nun sister.
Nunnerous.
sister. None of your fucking business.
We've been over 10
Pat.
Hey, it's been over 10 minutes.
What?
Has it been over 10? It's been way over
Yeah,
10
it's
minutes,
been
right?
It's
over
been
10.
way
Oh,
over.
fuck you, buddy.
Jeez.
Jesus, had that loaded.
Yeah, no, I was waiting.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it though. I love you. Say it back.
No.
Hey.
Please.
What
Please.
the hell? Anyways, where were we with this? Yeah, this episode was literally them finally getting to Captain Obi,
Yeah.
and then fights just going down.
Yeah.
Just straight
Thoughts on
hands. Pretty good. 7.5.
Nice.
Yeah, this was like an 8 for me, especially with how the animation really popped off with Captain
Yeah.
Burns just powering the
Yeah, they spent a lot of like time with him, but there was a couple weird animations where it was him and Burns, with Joker and Burns. It's like
They were like standing still, their hands are just.
Yeah, there definitely was some weaker moments with the animation there.
This show really kind of blends like a lot of, well, pardon me, not a lot, but like 3D with like the Matchbox and a couple other things. I think it does it quite well.
Yeah,
the tires with
they definitely picked the scenes as to, hey, this scene's gonna be low budget, and then we're gonna go high budget on this one.
Yeah.
And then
Like-
we're gonna go to like a medium level of budgetary restraints.
Like,
Yeah.
for example, there was a scene I saw of like Burns staring out and just seeing the sun, but the sun was all like scribbly. Like, it looked like a toddler kind of
I think
did
that
it.
might be on purpose.
No, but I like it looked good.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
Okay.
like it looked hilarious in the sense of like how like it's all like beautiful and then just a fucking squibbly sun.
Yeah.
But like it blended in quite well.
That's fair.
So I appreciate it. I'll give the episode a nice 8 out of 10. I feel like we're kind of
My critique for this show, though, so far, like for season 3, is
Yeah.
the pacing has been weird.
it's been going really fast.
I don't know if it's at times it feels slow.
No, I'm talking about like story wise.
No,
but like
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
I know what you meant. I just feel like it's not a consistent.
No,
Pace.
it's not.
It some points it's just like boo boo boo, and then it's just slow.
Yeah.
and then brrr, like it's a weird. It feels weird right now.
Yeah, it goes. You're exactly right. Because then at first the fire into the second episode, you just build right into it, and then it just goes.
I don't know if it's because I'm used to having consistent pacing, or it's just coming off the fact that we just came off Solo, which was just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
You know, and now that we're watching different shows with slower pacing, I don't know. It just feels like weird pacing with Fire Force right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because we've come off watching Solo where it was super fast paced in terms of how it's telling the story. I don't know. Because Windbreakers is kind of like this too right now.
Mm-hmm. It goes really, really fast, and it slows
Like
down.
the first 2 episodes were super fast, just action consistently, and now this 3rd episode that we'll get into after slowed down significantly.
Yeah,
Significantly.
and they
Yeah.
showed off like a whole major villain as well.
Yeah.
So that's a different thing.
Yeah, Fire Force episode 3 was good. We finally are into the action now a little bit, and we're learning more things.
Do you guys think that we'll see stage 3 of Burns?
I think so.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think we'll get to see stage 3 in episode 4 is what'll happen.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
He'll go up there. Shinra's gonna do some crazy Adola burst shit.
yeah.
Rock
on!
Just
He's gonna throw gang sign.
lost the game.
He's gonna
Lost the game.
throw up gang signs.
Yeah.
And then, in the words of the Muslim friend of ours, he's gonna go boom.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward more to episode this season
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
because I feel like more things will happen.
Oh yeah. I feel like it's only getting
Better.
hotter.
Yeah. Now that we're getting near the end,
will be
I
a
feel like
force
we're
of
getting near
fire.
the end of things.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, dude. Don't helicopter me.
Helicopter me's crazy.
He wants to get meat spinned. Okay.
Yeah. Take me to a lemon party, brother.
Sorry, mine's not long enough.
That's fine. We
Hey,
can
man,
make
you
like
can
a.
helicopter
You ever seen a
anything.
pit bull? You ever seen like a what is that? Rottweiler's tail? They just have a little nub. Is it
You
like
can
that?
just joystick it.
Little C-stick.
Joy-Con nub.
Switch to Joy-Con.
Oh God.
Took me in.
Jesus. All right, let's get into Windbreaker, guys, because like Windbreaker was a little bit slow today.
Yeah.
But this is to be expected. First 2 episodes. We are now coming off this major brawl that has happened
I said
between
to,
Keel and Beaufort, man.
Because I had to catch up in episode 2, the part where it was the long hair guy and he was fighting the short dude with like the barbed wire
Oh, he's like pew, pew,
stick.
pew, pew. Yeah.
The part where like that guy uses the stick and then like 2-foot drop kicks him and then homeboy just grabs him by the feet and fucking that
swings
I
him?
was like, holy shit.
Yeah, because he's got strong grip. He's like, I gotcha.
The amount of like upper core strength you need to just like a human being is crazy.
And they're only in middle school.
Which was yeah. I just want like I said to him, I'm like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen in this entire show.
Because
he's like, yeah,
because he
dude.
just wants to grab him. He's like, stop being so
It was a sick
fucking,
moment.
stop being so quick.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, fuck it.
And he even said he's like, I fucking hate when people are fast. I can't catch them.
He gets-
So yeah, so just that was like that's me. I was like, that was the wildest thing I've ever seen. But
We
yeah,
should try it today.
episode 3 was like a very like like a yellow light, almost a red light stop.
Yeah. Well, now we understand like what kind of happened, right? Like
We got like a whole lore dump.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
whole
like
as
the Nagato guy from Kiel. We understand like his little past from him and his buddy and that girl graduating school, going to different
Tsuchiya.
schools,
Anzai.
Right. and him discovering
Himself.
what Kiel was.
Yeah,
Like he saw a kid get bullied by 3 grown men, and it
Wearing
reminded-
plaid pants.
or
Yeah.
3 grown not grown men, but they were students. They were like older students, and it reminded him of himself when he was getting picked on, and how his buddy from Boyfriend ended up helping him out.
yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna go save this kid, only for him to get his ass kicked
Hey, fuck
and,
off,
and
guys.
get beat down. And then this dude from Kiel comes and ends up clobbering these 3 guys,
Yeah.
and it made it look like a real hero moment,
yeah.
because it made the Kiel guy sound like, hey, what are you doing beating up this unfortunate person?
Yeah.
Right? Made it seem like, hey, this is a good dude. And that's how he looked at him. Like, it's another great person that just helped me out. And the dude, the leader from Kiel, was like, hey, I'm looking for tough guys to join my crew.
Tough, cool guys.
Tough, cool guys
Yeah,
to
strong,
join
cool
my
guy
crew.
like you.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
Word.
I would have got
Help
trouble.
us out so we can be better.
Yeah.
And Homeboy was like, cool, how can I sign up for this awesome sports event?
Yeah.
And the dude's like, come to this warehouse where all these other kids are gonna
You
be.
wouldn't think when you arrive that it like this looks real sketchy. Like you wouldn't think just from the surroundings. You're like, this is kind of just
See, I don't
You
know.
know?
Like, dudes in a gang. He even said he was like forming a group of people.
Yeah.
At this point, you should be like, oh, this is a gang.
Mhm.
This
But
is
he
a-
might have thought it was just like Bofrin though.
But he didn't know Bofriend then.
Yeah, at that time they all knew about like they at the town they were living in, like before they switched to elementary, like different schools. That town was still protected by Bofrin because only Anzai and Tsuchiya still go to the same school, but they still meet at the same playground.
Oh, I see.
So they
Yeah.
all know of Bofrin because they all know
Okay.
about Umemiya.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, he ends up at this warehouse. Bunch of people there. Walks in with Keel guy, and is like, "Oh, this is so great."
Isn't his name now
Naoto,
Tori?
something
Not
like
a Tory.
that. Yeah,
Not
something
Tory.
like that. And then he witnesses one of their own gang members start getting beat by one of the lieutenants.
Yeah, because he wants to
Because the
leave.
dude wanted, like, the poor dude that was getting beat wanted to leave, and they're like, "You can't leave." And he was like, "Hey, is that okay?" And then he gets clobbered by the guy that recruited him.
Just like
Yeah.
backfisting.
Yeah,
Like,
And then he even says
pimp-handed.
like, we taken suckers like you.
"You're my bitch."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're my
and we
bitch.
run this place with fear. And
And
now that you're
violence.
here, yeah, fear and violence. And now that you're here,
you're
can't
stuck
fucking leave,
forever.
dog.
Yep. And they basically just put them to work, be like, "Go get money for us right now."
Yeah,
we
he's
don't-
extorting them. First they'll take 30K, 50, and then they wanted 100K.
Yeah.
And then the kid couldn't do it, so he's like, "Well, for all the money that you don't have, as money's
You get
spent
one of these right to the dome.
right?
Yeah.
In
Which
jugular, brother.
which ended up causing this dude to get like some PTSD and started like every time he got beat by them, he started acting out more, and it drove him to actually start committing crimes. Like
Yeah.
it showed him stealing a purse from a lady.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a weak ass kid who would never normally do this, but he got beat into submission to the point where he had to start stealing because he was afraid for his life, which is
Sad.
very sad.
Yeah.
Way
yeah.
too sad.
What?
Way too sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. In the real world. Kids get beat, they get extorted. High school.
I don't know what high school you went to.
The streets.
The streets, motherfucker, the streets.
Word.
Word. Word.
So then from there we get like it moves on, and they're like, well, it's not a problem anymore. You're with us now.
Yeah.
Basically.
They do the whole, you're safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then
And
they
he's even like, am I?
Yeah. And so they're like, yeah, just shut the fuck up and come with us.
You want food? You want to eat?
Like,
Look, you are safe.
just
They're like, okay, I'm
shut your
sorry.
mouth and come with us now. We'll go feed you at this point.
They aggressively tell him that he's safe, and he's like, "Am I? Like, am I actually?"
Right? So as they're walking on, the crew is all there. Everybody's together now. They're
Yeah.
all like, yeah, we did good. Like
Sakura's
everything
doing
is
the main
better.
character thing. I fucked up, guys.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say now Sakura is in this main character like depression mode.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I failed everybody because of me, everybody got beat up. Here it was talking big game and like mad
Big
shit.
game.
And I didn't pull through, and you guys got beat up for it, and it's my fault, blah blah blah.
And then at
everybody's
the end,
like,
he's like, "I'm sorry."
everybody's like, shut up, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Like,
that one kid's even like,
are you
I mean, like,
R-worded?
we we got ourselves
Are
beaten
you
up.
restarted?
Yes. Are you restarted? I don't know. But it's not your fault. We wanted to do this.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. We're psychos, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Hit me in the face now while I have this tofu in my mouth.
we may need counseling, but that's a different topic
Yeah.
for later.
We're having it right now
This
with this curry. in
this
our mouths.
crew is the perfect amalgamation of when parents say, if that person jumps off a bridge, are you gonna do the same thing? If
Yes.
if they all do it, I'm fucking doing
Be
it.
like, where?
Yeah,
When?
literally, I'm doing it, dog.
We'll make parachutes out of our jackets.
yeah.
Straight up,
Yeah,
man.
that's literally kind of what this group reminds me of. So yeah, when Sakura's like, "I'm sorry, my fault," blah, 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 that one kid's like, "I mean, it's not your fault. I got hit."
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, even the no-name kids in his first year
even
class,
the NPCs.
they were like, yeah, dude, Sakura, like, we wanted to fight, man. It's all good.
It happens, big dog.
What you looking at?
There was a spider crawling on your PS5. I think it crawled inside on that side.
No! It's okay.
Caught me off guard. I was like, "What the fuck?"
It's okay as long as that PS5, as long as that thing's gonna burn to a crisp.
It will. It's all good.
But yeah, I mean, like, as a whole, the episode was, I guess, for me, I guess, for someone who's kind of new to the show, it's good to just learn.
Don't say you're new to the show again. I'm gonna hit you. You saw the first goddamn season with us.
The fact that I'm new to the show. I mean, it was good to just learn other people besides like Sakura and the group.
Yeah. True that, man. And then we get from there, they go to this like sushi joint where they go to report into
Umamiya.
Umamiya.
Yeah.
Umamiya?
Yeah.
Umami.
Yeah.
Umami.
Umami.
Umami. And let him knows what like they tell him what happens, and basically he's just like, that's cool, have some food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, for sure." And then he starts to eat and cries, and he's like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I've never had anything so good."
He's like, it's tasty, right? He's like, yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
He's like, food's better when you're with friends.
Yeah, and then Sakura again goes into depression mode, and it's just like, it's my fault. And Umameya's just like, shut up, man. Like,
Yeah.
you did good.
Yeah.
Like, you
you're
chilled
fine.
out, bro. You know why you felt like that? It's because you liked them. And then Sakura's like, I'm not gay.
is Uma Maya the white
The white hair.
Yeah,
guy.
Gojo.
Gojo? Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So
Do you do this on purpose to anger me? You've
What?
seen this.
Huh?
You've seen this show. And I keep, anytime you're like, is this person? I'm like, yes. it
No,
is."
I
I
just-
know, but it's just triggering.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. You don't have to
Deal
say
with it.
Okay, perfect.
now to give some context, Umameya was at this restaurant helping them unload things,
Yeah.
and then the chef there was like, "I'll make you food." And
I
he's
love
like,
you, dude.
Okay.
I love you. You're
I love you.
hilarious.
I love you like a son.
Yeah, put this,
Literally.
and then one of the patrons is like, "Yo, put his drink on my tab."
Yeah.
Like, God
But
damn,
yeah,
dude, I
during
wish
that
I
whole
was like that.
conversation with things,
Yeah.
Umameya basically was like, "Listen, even though it was a personal thing, our guy was involved, which makes it personal for us."
Yeah.
He's like, "We're family." He Dominic Toretto this thing.
Yeah,
Once one of my guys are involved, it's now a boyfriend.
It's a
problem.
It's family.
It's a family issue.
Family issues.
Familia.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Corona.
Familia.
Yeah.
Corona.
Corona and fast cars. I don't know, man.
Fast hands.
Yeah.
Fast feet, fast hands. Oh my
Like-
God, they are fast and furious.
Yeah.
Oh
And-
my
Everybody wants kung fu
and
fighting.
they basically were just like, okay, we're one big happy family now, and that was that.
Kind
and
of.
And then we cut back to the warehouse.
Yeah. So the credits roll, and then we see the warehouse. First thing Sheldon goes is, "What? They're all still laying there."
Like Keel, okay, we went from daytime to nighttime, and Keel is still lying on the floor. What is it? Weak. They're weak.
100%, dude.
Why they lost to a bunch of first years?
Yeah, and a lot
First
of
year high
them
school
got
students.
thrown through some walls. Kaji came in swinging from chains and kicked the dude in the chest so hard that he went, like,
Yeah.
some of them might be paralyzed for life.
Some of them might be dead.
Yeah, maybe that's what they are.
Like, it's very possible. without
Hey,
shit
I
going
thought Anzai was gonna be proud after getting fucking boot kicked in the chin down metal stairs, and homeboy's just like, oh wow, that was
You don't know, but the Bofrin jackets are actually padded
fuck apparently
with bubble
man.
wrap.
Apparently, so yeah, but yeah,
Bubble wrap.
they're all just like unconscious and everything, and then one of them in the fucking quadrant of the north corner wakes up and goes, okay, well that was fun, and I'm like, were you fucking sleeping the whole time?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And he is just like, oh, this is really sad what happened to Kill. Like,
Yeah, he's talking like he was kind of just sitting there like the whole time as Keel's fighting everyone and just recon, and then he's like, I'm just gonna have a nap. Hang on.
Yeah, he pulled a what was it? Shikamaru. Where
Yes.
everyone was under the genjutsu, but it turned out he was just sleeping.
Yeah.
And then Sakura's like, wait, you're asleep. He's like, oh, bitch.
Get the fuck away. But yeah, so he wakes up and he's like basically like, well, these guys didn't really do much. Their leader's a piece of shit. He was rotten from the core.
like
This,
he came there to put the leader in his place.
yeah, oh yeah, but then he got put in his place by someone else. So then he's basically like, well, we're kind of done, and then ripped off the jacket and just fucking covered in tats, brother.
Yeah, it said like Frank or something like that on his tattoos.
I think it's because he's later on in, like, he's a major arcing villain, but I think it says,
Well, like that, there was a word on there. To me, it looked like it said Frank. And
I
was
think
like,
it said Furin, like what it, like in because like that's what it says in the manga from what I remember. I have to read.
Oh,
check
really?
that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whereas it says RAR.
Like, and he was like,
Rawr.
yeah, we
Yeah.
were gonna put them out of place anyway, and he's like, we're gonna deal with Bofrin later. But essentially, to me, it seems like this guy's a part of a bigger crew and they even said that they established Keel as a subgroup for themselves.
Yeah. So maybe the money, going back to the episode, maybe the money they were extorting from Nagato goes up to them.
More than likely, yes.
Yeah.
More than likely, I think you hit the nail on the head. Like,
Yeah.
that's what
maybe
they were doing.
Keel was just kind of like the middleman.
It makes me wonder if we're gonna go from like school delinquent crews to gang
to like full blown gang.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey man, Bofrin might be in a bit of hot water in the sense of like maybe it might just not be school versus school. It might be like a full blown like gang versus like
The town.
yeah,
That'd be
Yeah.
pretty sick.
right.
Like, I mean, it kind of makes sense if you think about it. Like, Bofrin's town is protected by the school
Bofrin.
crew.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
Bofrin. And nobody can touch them. They're a safe little town. Why wouldn't some sort of gang who's probably full of like college students or adults?
Yeah, who maybe a few of them, maybe they
scrap
kill
it
some
out.
people. Maybe they, hey, you know, I'm just saying, right?
Yep. Yep.
Maybe Sakura loses, turns his other eye gold.
Maybe,
No, that'd be cool.
maybe he turns gold.
Yeah. What? Kaching.
Touching.
Mm,
So yeah,
What if we end up seeing somebody die this season?
that'd be pretty nuts, dude. I mean, pretty sick.
who do you think it would be though?
The fucking Nire dude.
Who?
Nire, the guy who got knocked out after he big Goldberg speared someone who was riding
Oh
on
yeah.
that dude's. Or
I can see it.
yeah.
I can see that.
And then
yeah.
that's when that Suo guy loses his mind. The guy
Who?
with the eye patch.
Sue?
Oh,
Yeah. Ooh, the Tai Chi dude.
I don't see the nerd dying anytime soon. I think it'll be a
Sheldon's
while.
like, I see you die.
I don't know, man. For me, I think that long-haired guy might die eventually.
I
He-
think
he
it
does seem like the type that would.
I think.
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's like
100%.
one of like Sakura's homies that like might like bite the bullet.
Another one bites it. Yeah.
Another one? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thoughts on the episode though? How many fucking fists would you give this out of 10?
I give it a 6.
Nice 6.
A nice even number. 6 hands.
Yeah.
Three
Like
from the
7
left,
out of
3
10.
from the right.
It's 7 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah, we learned some things.
Yeah.
Found some stuff out.
I'd give it a yeah. I'll
Animation was consistent.
Yeah.
I'll say 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like animation was consistent.
7
through and
kicks to
through.
the nuts. Patrick,
So like,
what would you give it?
His face though.
This guy ain't rating shit because he was playing goddamn Gundam the
I was
entire
playing
time.
Gundam the
You were
entire
too.
time, dude.
But I was watching.
I was.
Fair. You fucking suck.
How many
If I
Gundams
was
would
playing
you give
Gundam,
it?
how would I have recited the entire episode?
How did I recite the entire first fucking season? I still don't know.
Because you're dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you're
That
dumb.
was a stupid reason.
That's so blunt though. Because you're dumb. I don't know.
Anyways, that was anime. Now let's get on
To
to
the gaming news.
So
Andre's angry again about Nintendo.
Yeah.
Why?
This is like me. This is like me and JJK Shibuya arc.
Oh.
This is
my
Andre
God.
Shibuya arc.
Oh my god.
did you see the Nintendo Direct for Mario Kart? Or do you? First of all, are you interested in the Switch 2 at all?
Oh, only for 2 games.
Okay, so stop talking. Okay, so on April 17th, we had
You've angered me.
we had a Mario Kart Direct to just basically show us new things. Didn't show shit. It basically was like a 10-minute what we knew, and then a 5 minutes of you can do this. You can go here. Cool. I think I'm just in the boat of like
What was the you could do this?
Yeah.
in free
you
roam.
can go
There's
there.
like things you can collect. There's little hidden things you can try and find. We learned that if you pick up the item, that is I believe it's like a little lunch bag. You can change so say if I'm like Mario, I pick up that item, I can change my outfit into like Farmer Mario, and that's how I unlock that costume for the character.
All right. So what's the you could do that? 'Cause you
You
said you could do this and you could do that. So
you
what's the
can,
could do
like,
that?
so say if there's like a semi on the side of the track,
Uh-huh.
you can drive into said semi, and then you can control that and like drive that around for a certain time. So it's like a giant item
Okay.
that you can drive. And they also confirmed the only way to unlock Rainbow Road in this game is to beat the entire Grand Prix.
Oh damn.
So I kind of a cool incentive.
Okay.
Kind of a cool incentive since Rainbow Road is like the iconic track. Kind of a cool, not just like, hey, it's unlocked. You have to fucking do the Pantheon to unlock it. So kind of cool. But I think my whole consensus around this whole Switch 2 thing is that like I was very excited about the Switch 2. We got the Direct, and then Nintendo said Mario's $80. Now I'm talking about in the States, up here in Canada. I don't really know how much it's going to be quite
$110.
yet. Essentially that. Cool. My fucking issue is I just keep seeing, and I'm not pointing this at anyone. If you want to take it, sure. But
Fight me.
it's just I'm so annoyed at the fact that people are like, "Ugh, this is not Nintendo. I grew up playing Nintendo, and this isn't
okay.
them."
It's okay.
I didn't know you fucking knew Nintendo, dog. Like it's so annoying that people are like, this is not what Nintendo would do. This is not them, and I just don't know.
Nintendo, you're scaring me.
It's just like I
What
don't
are you
fucking
doing?
understand. And
Nintendo, you used to sue everyone.
and I think like the biggest issue I have is I keep seeing fucking comments that people say, if Mario Kart World,
Stop,
if Mario Kart World was $70, it'd be okay. What the fuck does $10 do, man? It is a fucking Happy Meal. Like, that's the one comment I cannot stand to see. Is people are like, if it was 70, it'd be okay. 80 is a bit too much. I'm sorry, I didn't know you couldn't afford $10 more. Like, it's just, I don't know. I might just be very spiteful. I'm just really tired of it. And it's
I love
it's
it.
too, it's
Wait.
just it's
Are they talking about American pricing? right?
yes. Yeah. So up
Nintendo
here
fans are Padme and Nintendo's Anakin.
but like no,
So
I'm
it's going up
breaking
tw-
my heart.
Yeah.
Because it
and
used to be $59.99, right? Or
What?
was it?
it used to be 60.
$69.99.
And then when Tears of the Kingdom came out, it bumped up to 70 and everyone was like
What? Tears of the Kingdom came out. It was $90. Or are you talking about US?
US.
Yeah.
This is
US,
all
yes.
US. So for them it was 70. And then they were like, okay, that's a bit too much. Don't. And then Mario came out, and then they were like, hey, that's way too much. And it's like, it's $10 more. Like, and it's hard for me to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because we've been paying fucking $100 for Sony games for how long?
Andre's gripe is price
Money.
inflation.
Yeah.
it's hard because like we've been paying 99 for Joy-Cons, almost 150 for a controller that dies in like a month. Games are 100. Switch games up here are 80.
I mean, it's not even us. Like a lot of other countries have also been paying more than the US.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's just
and
like-
on top of that, the pre-orders are back up for, they're back open on the 24th, and Nintendo had to raise the price of some of the accessories, and I even see people being like, wow, it's almost $100 now. Get with the program, dog. Like, I don't know. I could go on forever, but it's fucking annoying because I was
weren't the Joy-Cons already $100 for the pair?
Yeah.
And then the Pro
up here
controller
they
was
were.
like
down
$100 too.
down south, they're about $79.99.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now
Here
it's
they're
like when the
almost
like
$99.
right? And it's just like, yes, this is a very expensive thing. The Switch went to college, it came back, it has a suit now, and it's not in the same financial lane as you.
It's like the people of the United States forgot how economics work.
It's like either
Inflation.
Yeah.
either get it
Your
or
tariffs.
yeah, either get it or don't. And if you have a friend that is getting it, be like, look, man, I'm happy. I'm very excited that you are getting it. I'm not. Don't be like, well, fuck you. I guess we just can't be friends because you are.
Can you imagine
Because
that? I
I'm-
can't be your friend because you got to switch too.
because I'm poor. It's like, no, it's either get it or don't. And if you do get it, don't be like, well, I'm gonna wait till all the games are on sale because fuck that. Don't buy them then. Just be very selective on what you buy and be happy. I'm done.
And this is what really grinds Andre's gears.
And this is what grinds his grapes.
Here's a
This-
question.
So annoying.
Don't ask a question. Just let him fucking melt.
If
You in the back. What's your
This
question?
question, this question better make him more angry.
Yeah.
Please
Eh,
do.
if
My blood pressure's
uh,
rising. I can feel it.
This guy's gonna have a heart attack.
if our Canadian starts getting better, like our Canadian dollar getting better, do you think our prices will drop?
No.
Or are we still?
No, and like-
so what'll end up if that's actually what will end up happening is if our dollar does increase, and this has happened before, if our dollar does rise again, then you'll see the prices kind of match what the US has. That's in previous years, this is what has happened. In previous generations, this is what has happened.
Yeah, if we go one to one with the
for example, you
American
look
dollar,
at like the PS3 when that came out, games were like $110. Dollar wasn't too great, and then it finally leveled out, and the games went back to being like $70-$80.
Yeah.
And
like-
at one point, we were on par with the US.
And gaming, like as a whole, is getting more expensive.
360 PS3 era, we were on par with the US. Like games were $60, $59.99.
yeah, I had like stacks.
Yeah.
buddy. At that time, my Xbox 360 game collection
was a pantheon.
Yeah.
dude. I A to Z 1, 2, 3s. I
And
had
then-
all.
And then we hit a mild
Right?
recession when it
Like-
came to the PS4. Games went back up a little bit. They went up to like $69.99, $79.99, and US was still there. And then things kind of leveled out again.
Yeah, and then with tax, it was 89.59. Yeah, that GPG, that's 33.33, 92.
Yeah.
92,
92.95.
95.
I
baby.
saw
Yes, I know. I used to work there.
Okay,
I
so
saw it
yell at
the other
me.
day.
Now, I
So did
could
I.
be wrong. Like historically, it might end up like with the way things are going right now, things have just been staying at the same prices they have been.
Yeah.
Rather than going back down. So I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong about this.
Look at
Like,
gas.
once we've
Yeah.
gotten a better dollar somehow, maybe the games will stay the same. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think I'm just sick of
I mean,
going.
gas is cheap right now.
145. Baby.
It is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
This is like 2015 all over.
It's
again.
like
I
very
gotta get
cheap.
gas on the way home now.
Bet.
40
I think I'm
kilometers.
just sick and tired of just like either going on like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube and seeing some people be like, oh, Switch 2, they did it again. The price is going up, or like Twitter and just everyone complaining when like this was supposed to be like one of the hottest pieces of tech of like this year. And like it's still gonna sell regardless if people buy it or don't. But I just think I'm sick and tired of like the complaining. And that might sound like super bad for me to say, but I'm quite excited. I'm in a fortunate position that I could possibly get it, and I'm just gonna be excited to just like play everything. And like, do I think Mario Kart is
What do you mean by everything? There's like 2 games coming out.
like all the GameCube games, the games coming out, right? And then like everyone's also pissed off at like the whole like Nintendo saying the variable pricing thing. That I can kind of like agree. It's like they're making and pricing games depending on like the replayability. If it looks
Wait,
good.
what?
Yeah. So like they have a whole like
Nintendo came out and said that they're going to be pricing games based off the playability.
they like Doug Bowser came out and said they are doing because Mario Kart's 80, but Donkey Kong's 70. So everyone's like, well, why? And then Doug Bowser came out and said like, well, because it's to do with like variable pricing. We're doing it depending on like the game's replayability, the lifespan it took to make the game, and a whole bunch of other things.
Oh, that's not good.
And everyone's like, cool. So every fucking Pokemon game is $30 now.
That's not good at all.
No, so like I can get behind that.
I mean, people have a point. Like if you're saying
no, they 100% do.
like if this is what he's saying, people are firing back like with Pokemon stuff or
Yeah.
some of their other games which just aren't worth
yeah, like I
the
can get
$90.
it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
fully
Tomodachi
understand.
Life, when that comes out that people are excited for, that shouldn't be $90.
No, and I
that
don't-
should be like $50 when it
Right,
comes
and
out.
this whole tech thing, the whole tech game that's like $6. That's just you fucking walking around in the Switch 2 learning. Like I'm also mad about certain things, but at the same time, I'm also very excited about like.
So Doug
everything
Bowser
else.
took a page out of the Rockstar CEO's book and was like, "We are gonna charge per hour."
Yeah,
Basically,
and everyone's like, well, how come Reggie, when he was there, he fought for Wii Sports to just be baked into it and just be like, you get this game for free because it's just a fun game.
Mm.
But now it's like, if you just want the fucking tech demo, if you want Astrobot's Playroom, you have to pay $6.
Gaming's greedy, man.
And
Nintendo's really greedy.
and that's what I'm saying. I'm also like, look,
Don't
a
sue me.
lot of what they're doing is kind of
Ever
shitty.
since Iwata passed away, Nintendo's been like becoming more conglomerate-y. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
More pyramid
yeah,
scheming.
like Iwata cared about like the people, the gaming for people,
Yeah.
rather than just profits. Like he knew the profits would come regardless. Just smack it. Smack it.
Oh,
Smack it.
oh,
Just
I
smack
was stretching. Oh, but yeah, like I don't like a lot of shit, but I'm also like, as people, as consumers, as fans, what can we do? We can either buy it or don't.
You don't.
No
buy it.
one's gonna boycott the Switch 2.
no one is.
Like-
a lot of these Nintendo nerds are gonna buy it.
You either complain and buy it or complain and don't buy it. It's one or the other. And I'm just really tired of people being like, for the fans, for the consumers, because Nintendo's not gonna be like, we lost a fan, guys. What we
Yeah.
got like they don't care.
Nintendo's not like Sony. Sony always backpedals. It's like, oh, we're sorry, guys, we're joking.
Yeah. So that's
Nintendo's like, buddy, Mario. They're like, that's all we got.
You're gonna buy it.
Yeah, you're
literally
100%.
like you're gonna buy it. Either if it's on sale or at full price, you are going to play the game.
You're gonna trade in your Switch and you're gonna buy it.
The only thing that I don't like about Nintendo is the pricing that they don't discount much.
They never will.
They barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never do.
Yeah.
That's the
The
reason
only
why.
time the
I
only
don't-
time they do it is when they start to see sales dwindle.
even then,
then
would
they'll be
still,
like, okay,
it will
$20
still go
off.
back up in price.
yeah.
Back to like Odyssey is still $80, right?
Which
Yeah.
is crazy. And I feel like no one's ever even mentioned that game in a long time.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that game.
Like,
That's a fun. But yeah, that's just my whole thing. It's just I'm just kind of like, look, can we just all be happy?
Like,
Either buy it or don't. Pick
yeah,
one.
Nintendo's.
Yeah, I'll probably
I'm
buy
gonna
it.
say it. They're very anti-consumer, but
I feel like, and like, yeah, like I feel like they kind of lost the charm that they had.
Yeah.
But like, look, like they're kind of there. I feel like this system is to kind of roll with the big dogs in the sense of like the Xbox and the PlayStation, because the Switch, the first Switch, kind of looked like a toy. It was like colorful. It was like it looked like a small tablet. It looked like a toy. This one is kind of like, look, I
Yeah.
went to college.
And-
I have a suit on. Let's fuck dog. So it's just like
All right.
they're still
understand.
supporting the Switch One, right?
Yep.
Until
Yeah.
who knows how long.
yeah.
Like,
It's what Sheldon said. It's a Wii U,
yeah.
and then when they do bring out their new system, it's gonna be totally different.
Yeah. So that's my whole rant. So I'm done. But take
that
it
was
like
Andre on Nintendo for the
Yeah.
fourth time.
that was me on Nintendo. That was me on Nintendo.
Welcome to his TED Talk.
Who knows? Next week it might be the same thing again.
Something might happen.
Nintendo will come up with something else, and then Andre's gonna be angry about
Yeah,
that.
I might get more heated.
This is me with a Shibuya arc of JJK.
literally. Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on. Fantastic Four dropped a bigger trailer,
Ba, ba, ba.
a much bigger trailer this past couple of days.
let's be real. When you
Are you the heroes of this universe? Yes, we are. Your planet has been chosen.
Shit.
when you typed it on Discord, I was really confused. FF4. What the fuck?
Were you
is-
thinking Final
Fantasy
Fantasy?
Yeah,
IV?
so I was like, Final Fantasy 4. I'm so hyped. And then I searched it up. Oh, it's Fantastic Four.
I mean, Final Fantasy 4 is one of the better Final Fantasies. But Fantastic Four trailer dropped. They've introduced the new Silver Surfer coming out.
Shalabal.
Garner.
Who?
Is that her name?
No,
No,
Julie
Jennifer
Garner.
Thinking.
Jennifer Garner's like 50 some odd years
Yeah.
old, man.
Shalabal.
Her birthday was just yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Whisper to my ghost.
Yeah, they introduced the new Silver Surfer, who is a female in this universe. It is Shalabal, for those that don't know, who is the wife of Norrin Rad. For those that don't know, Norrin Rad is the original Silver Surfer.
For those who don't know, he's a guy who surfs on a board who's silver.
That's correct.
For those who don't know, a board. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
He's
so
bold.
They decided to go with
And
Shalabal,
silver.
which is a very interesting take.
Didn't we? I distinctly
We did
remember.
talk about this.
No. I distinctly remember one day when we were at Bear Creek with my son. We talked about this.
Mhm.
How like we think it's gonna be her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I 100%
Go us.
put that down there, and I was like, "This is what it's gonna be."
Just
And
on the swings.
it is
Kicking
do
her
you
feet.
think?
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you think it's gonna be? Okay.
She
Do
like
tell.
her run wasn't that great. It was from a limited series, and that series wasn't very well received. So I don't know if the plan is to like
Kill her off.
kill her off here and
Ah,
then
she's got cancer.
move on to the new universe at the end of this movie, and then we get Norrin Rad, Silver Surfer,
Sylvan surfer.
Sylvan Surfer. Yeah, I don't know. Like this whole trailer thing was like okay-ish, but CGI wise, she did not look that great.
Isn't there only one Galactus? There's not an alternate universe.
I don't think so.
I love that I can do that.
I thought
Just hear
like
it.
it's like those Marvel universe. It's like the Marvel thing that there's one this, one like he's one of those beings that there's only one of.
I don't think he is, man. I think he is like he's not. I don't think he's a multiversal being. I don't think he is. I think there's multiples of him in different universes. He's not like
The Watcher.
yeah, no. He's definitely a person that is in different universe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just like you.
No, I'm not. Fucking
He is, however, essential to the universe.
yes.
Yeah.
He's needed for the
Galactus
universe.
is essential to the universe. He is yes, he destroys and eats planets, but that's to balance out the universe.
yeah.
No, too many. I'll take one.
Yeah, exactly.
Too
He's
many
like,
cookies. I'll take
You're too advanced for
Yeah.
this universe.
Oh,
I'm gonna eat you now.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I don't know.
exactly.
I think it's gonna be a fun movie.
what it tastes
I
bad.
just don't think this is what people were wanting. They
This
were
was Indian.
expecting Norrin Rad, Silver Surfer, not his wife, Silver Surfer.
And then the Silver
Silver
Surfer
Surfer.
they showed was just the CGI was terrible. Did you see it?
Yeah, people were doing like comparisons from like the 2004.
Yeah, it was so much more
Rise of
cleaner.
Silver Surfer, and
I feel like he had more like detail of his like
Yes.
body.
yes, 100%.
I don't know if they didn't do it because she's a girl and they would like expose a bit too much. Not saying anything, but she
But
just
that's
looked
what it is,
very
though,
like
yo.
like bland.
It was also she was way too like shadowed.
Yeah.
You know, like she should have been more
Bright.
bright and
Yeah,
shining.
Yeah, I feel like with Norrin in 2007, the silver on him
Was
was
silver.
very like compressed and like you could see like every like muscle fiber that would move and like everything, and like her it was just like
It looked like they just put on like a metal suit on her.
yeah
And we're like, we're just gonna heat shrink it to your body.
yeah
While the
But,
other
like,
one
his-
looked like actual
it
liquid,
was like-
liquid silver.
yeah, and not saying that like it's her fault, it's just like it looks odd.
It looked like the T2 guy when he turns into
Yes.
liquid and you
It-
just wear him as he's like, woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I was just trying to find photos of it, and it's like I don't know, man. It looks
nerdy.
odd. It looks a little odd. I don't know. Also, like
I don't like what they're gonna do with Johnny Storm either.
I didn't know if we wanted to get into that.
I'm getting into that.
Hey, dude.
You're
Go
gonna
on, King.
you're gonna ruin My boy.
Go off, King.
You're gonna ruin my boy. If he doesn't make any jokes about Ben Grimm, done. If he doesn't womanize one or two women at the same time and then make fun of Grimm, pissed. If he doesn't make fun of Reed for being elastic, pissed.
He doesn't snowboard. Pissed.
On fire. I need to see butt cheeks because his clothes burn.
If he doesn't do the whole,
Flame on.
I'm gonna be
Annoyed.
imagine this, but everywhere.
Yeah. This. That's what you'll get from me.
Because that was one of my favorite parts of that song,
Yeah.
where he's like, "Guys, imagine this, but everywhere." I don't know why that's so fun the way he did it.
I am excited that we're gonna get a full-bodied Galactus because we haven't had that. In
Yeah,
We
we
did
only had the
see-
cloud.
We did see
The puff of smoke.
in the trailer him stomping through the town.
through the city.
That
Yeah,
was cool.
yeah.
Cool.
I think what's gonna end up happening is this world is gonna get eaten by Galactus, and the Fantastic Four is
I have a
gonna
theory.
go to the main universe.
So my theory, put your hats on. I think how
or
this.
212.
I think yes, or no, it's 616.
616. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I think this is gonna end with they
604.
they lose, and what is gonna happen is by the time they lose, Reed has ensembled a little machine. Boop, a portal's gonna jump through. They all go with Herbie, and they pop up Earth 616. They're in New York. Strange, Spider-Man, whoever is gonna be there, and they're like, "Look, we need your help. He's coming." And then pass out because they're too tired, and that's how they get into our universe. And Strange is like doing his strange thing, and then they kind of meet our Avengers, and then they kind of form the new Avengers XYZ. I just think that's how it's gonna happen. They warn us about Galactus, next couple of movies coming up, bibbidi bobbidi boo, strange stuff.
I am curious to see like how the performance.
I've seen that. Yeah, that's the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how the performance of the female Silver Surfer is gonna be compared to like the 2004 2007 one, because Lawrence Fishburne was that Silver Surfer.
Who?
Neo. He was
Norrin Rod.
Norman Rad.
Oh.
Yeah, he played Silver Surfer in that.
Didn't
Lawrence
know.
Fishburne.
Didn't know that.
He was Silver Surfer. Yeah.
My man.
Sounded majestic
My man.
for how bad that movie was.
I like
That was,
Come with me,
it
Neo.
was dumb.
Would you take the red or the blue
Oh,
pill,
the
Mr.
blue.
Reed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great movie though.
Yeah, I don't know. It just looks
Uh,
weird, man.
let's-
Johnny, but
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It wasn't a great
this
movie.
suit's Versace.
It really
Oh,
wasn't
come
a
on,
great
flame on.
movie. It was all right. It was okay.
You just love bad movies. I'm getting.
I do.
You're like, if they're terribly written,
Yeah.
I love them.
I love them. I'll go see by myself.
Are you guys wanting to go see Fantastic Four day one, or do you want to give it a week?
I'm probably gonna watch it day one
You know what we should do?
if I go with my wife.
A little off path here, kind of staying on the path. In the month this movie comes out, two other films do come out.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
guys want to wait till all three out and then just have a pantheon of a day and just go watch all three?
I'd be down.
I'd be down.
I'd be down. And then we can do a live comparison.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
So what I mean is July this comes out, Superman comes out, and Jurassic Park comes out. So you actually watched the trailer for fucking Superman.
Yeah.
Give us a 5-second review.
Solar, Baller, Man of Steel.
There it is.
I
Neil.
think this might end up being like the best Superman movie to date.
100%.
Stop it.
This guy does look like a junior Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Like a legit miniature Henry Cavill.
Well, like if you look at all the Superman,
Superman.
every movie iteration of Superman, they find people that tend to kind of look alike.
Yeah. Brandon
Like,
Routh,
With
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves, Brandon Ruth looks like Christopher Reeves,
Yeah.
and then like we ended up getting Henry Cavill, who same kind of like head shape, same kind of hairstylish
And
as
then,
like Brandon Ruth, and now we got this new dude who kind of looks like a Henry Cavill. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of
They do like show a lot.
I'm not surprised. I hate
Because
when
in
they do
like,
that.
what did they? I don't think they showed the Fortress of Solitude in the first one, right? In that little mini trailer that they had.
They kind of
Crypto.
Yeah, they
know-
they didn't show it like coming out of the ground, but they showed like a little far of it. They showed this whole thing getting built.
It showed him. It showed him going into the.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
showed the thing from the outside.
I've seen
yeah,
like
yeah, we've.
Okay, because this like
I've seen a clip of like him being healed and it's crazy.
yeah. he
I'm
just-
like oh my god.
yeah.
It's,
My wife was like, "What? He uses the sun?" Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Solar powered.
Well, cool. I think that's it. That's all we got for today.
This guy's sleeping.
Patrick's passed out on the couch.
No, I'm not. No, shut the fuck up.
Sack
Patrick.
Squad.
I wasn't
thank
making
you.
grilled cheeses.
Hey, we're signing out now. Shut up, okay? Sack Squad.
You put your arm on me, but looked at him.
That's right.
I'm so confused on what.
Shut up.
Don't
Sack
touch
Squad.
me.
Thank you
Stage
again
one.
for checking in with us.
He's getting hotter.
Don't forget to like, subscribe,
Just pass out.
comment, and hit that notification bell so you know when we're posting videos.
Yes.
Because we're very random.
Yes.
It's supposed to be at the end of every Friday, but we don't do that.
And we're doing shorts now. Like them. 'Cause
Please.
they're
Love them.
funny.
Yes.
Mainly me and him.
Sack Squad,
Yeah.
out.
Out. Say it.
Out.
Thank you. Say bye, Patrick.
Say bye, dude.
Bye.